knees, put your palms together for a meditation reading. If one walks looking far ahead and pays no attention to the ground beneath his feet, he will stumble. If one gazes critically upon others and forgets to look into himself, he will bring tragedy upon himself. A saying by Renyo Shonin, the 8th abbot of our mother temple, Nishihonganji, in Kyoto, Japan, written during the 16th century. If you would please, join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. When I was young, my mother always told me I had to change my ways. And you know, when you're young, you don't understand what she means by changing your ways. But as we mature in our age, in our lives, we realize that change is very difficult for us. Several definitions of change is in the noun form. It's an act or instance of making or becoming different. It's also, of course, that those metal coins in our pocket that makes us feel like we're rich, but all of it are pennies, change, loose change. As a verb, it means to make someone or something different. We alter or we modify it, okay? And it's also to replace something with something else, especially something of the same kind that is newer or better. So just a few definitions, a couple synonyms or words that may mean the same is alter, make different, become different, make alterations, adapt, turn, improve, modify, transform, exchange, replace, transition, adjustment, develop, or diversity. And there are much more synonyms or similar words that mean change. To change is like waiting at a red signal light, and we're sitting there, sometimes impatiently, for it to turn green, to change to green. Or we change gears in our car if we have a stick shift, okay? We also have change of heart. Internally, it means a change in a person's personality versus external, which is changing your hairstyle. And we go through many changes in life, from opinions to changing lifestyles. And think about it, when you're single and your life is free and you're frolicking and you're partying and you're having a good time, then you meet that special someone and you wed. There is a change there. It's taking on more responsibility, not only for yourself, but for your partner. And so we change constantly. The Buddhist teachings say that nothing remains the same. Everything is in a constant flux of change. I am not the same person I was 30 seconds ago. And 30 seconds from now, I will be different. And people find it very difficult to modify or to even have a change of mind. You know, people are very opinionated, and their opinions count. No one else's count. But how many times do we really sit back and listen, truly, truly listen to what they have to say to us? Or are we just refusing to open our ears to other opinions? I'm not saying we all have to agree on it, on their opinions, but maybe reading between the lines and seeing and realizing the pros and cons. And maybe we can change. However, change is very difficult for us. One, it's because we don't think we need to change. But sometimes change is good. It gives us a different perspective of things. It gives us a different view of things. Not always in the same position. When members come to church, I can always tell practically where all the newcomers are. They sit in the back. And as they get used to coming more and more to the temple, they move a little closer. But everybody gets stuck sitting in the same place when they come to temple. And so when I'm here recording these things, I had to visualize where everyone used to sit, because they never changed. They were comfortable in their regular seating. But you know, moving from one side to the other side gives a total different view of the altar, of the minister. Doesn't affect our hearing. It affects our visual. And we can say, oh, that's what it looks like. So in many ways, change is good for us. One of the most difficult is to accept that change. One of the most difficult is to listen to someone as they're trying to change your thinking. But, as I said, truly listening. There are pros and cons in a conversation. Doesn't mean you always have to follow it. You listen, you have a choice. Do it, not do it. Or maybe you think it's okay what they're saying. So change is something that we not only physically go through changes, but mentally. And we change our thinking in certain ways. So as we keep going, you know, as we continue on doing our thing, whatever it may be, think about change. Think about changing, just altering just a little bit of ourselves. I'm a card maker, and I truly do not like to make the same designs over and over. And I was getting stuck making the same designs until one day I made a mistake. And that mistake actually enhanced my card. So that mistake, that exchange, that change of thinking altered my way of looking at a card, at what I'm doing, and how I can change myself. And it's not hurtful, but it makes us think. It makes us look within ourselves. Am I capable of change? Do I want to change? But taking just that little step, that little tiny step, we get a better, a wider perspective of everything around us. Take that step. Take that change. Look at it. Examine it. Look at ourselves and say, can I change? Do I want to change? Maybe not, or maybe so. Whatever you choose, that's you. But you have to first look within your heart and your mind and examine what hinders that change or why we may refuse to change. So if you would please join me by putting your palms together in Gasha. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu.